pasa, cabrón? Your face is going to be one of the first things that people notice about you, and within milliseconds, they've already subconsciously judged how attractive they think you are. That's why I'm going to give you a few tips to become so attractive that people start calling you a Greek god. My name is Blake, your favorite gringo that acts like he's Colombian. So if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram, link below. So first things first, what you're gonna want to do is to get lean. And you probably already heard this before, and you're probably already jumping the gun like, oh, I need to cut, I need to lose weight, blah, 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 whatever it may be. But don't do that. Don't just run into it right away, because if you haven't worked out before, if you haven't actually built up some muscle in your frame, then getting lean is actually going to be counterproductive, because you're gonna have a worse physique and you're just gonna look like a rail. You're gonna look like a crackhead rather than a handsome guy. So what you need to do is actually bulk first if you've never been in the gym, and actually build up a little bit of muscle. So when you cut down and cut off those layers of fat off, there's actually something there under the fat, you know, some muscle there. All the muscle and all that bone mass, especially in your face, is going to be covered by the layers of fat when you do your little bulk. So whenever you cut down, everything is just going to be, it's like going to be taking the blanket off of it. Like everything's going to be visible then. So just bulk a little bit first and build up a little bit of muscle and then cut down, because when you do that as well, you're also going to be boosting your testosterone and boosting your hormones, or like hormone regulation and everything like that. When you do that, that's how you're going to be able to build up the bone mass where you want, like the proper jawline, cheekbones, everything like that is going to be built up when you're actually exercising and treating your body good, living a healthy lifestyle. Water weight can be the difference between looking really puffy and looking like really chiseled jawline. Because like, if you think about it, like after you eat, right after you eat, you just had a bunch of food and everything, had a bunch of water and all that. So your face is going to look really puffy. It's not going to look normal, versus like a little bit after you like just wake up and stuff, you're a little dehydrated and everything. Everything's like looking really chiseled. So if you do things like going to the sauna and just sweating it out a lot, or ice baths and stuff, which we'll talk about in a second, those things are going to help actually de-bloat your face and get rid of some of the water weight. You know, again, losing weight and getting lean and like sweating it out is going to be phenomenal for getting the jawline to show and getting those really hollow cheekbones. So like I said, another thing you need to do is cold showers or like ice baths on your face and stuff, because when you wake up, your face is going to be really puffy and stuff like that. It's going to be really like your eyes especially and everything is just going to look really puffy and not, you know, not exactly what we want. So we need to de-bloat it. So if you go hop in the cold shower or do a little ice bath on your face, it's going to help take some of that down. It's kind of the same concept of like if you get injured and something's really swollen, like the doctor will tell you to put ice on it and the swelling will go down. It's kind of that same concept. You're putting the ice on there, putting the cold water on there, and it helps reduce some of that bloat. And again, another one of the most important factors is going to be to have a healthy diet, because a healthy diet is going to be like, it's going to do so many different things for just making sure you have a healthy face. And I know you probably heard this before, but people don't really talk about the whole scope of what a healthy diet can actually do. So if you're eating whole, natural, nutrient-dense foods, you're going to be getting in all your vitamins and everything, which again is going to help regulate your hormones and boost your testosterone and everything like that. It's going to help build bone mass in the places that you want. It's going to help you get leaner and everything, and hold less fat in your face, help you hold less water in your face and stuff like that. And then you're actually building up the, you know, the areas and the bone structure that you want. But on top of that, again, because it's regulating your hormones, it's also going to help you get clear skin too, because a lot of people don't really take care of that, and they can have acne and all that. But if you just have a healthy diet and everything, it's going to help clear up your skin, because everything's regulated. If you eat the right foods, it can really help develop your jawline. And not only because of like, if you're eating nutrient-dense foods, it's going to boost your test and stuff, but actually like almost like an exercise, build it up. And this is going to be doing by or chewing hard foods. So if you chew a lot of gum, especially that gum that's like made to be hard to chew in order to actually build up your jawline, I think it's called like mastic gum if you want to look that up. Or if you're eating like nuts, steak, carrots, stuff like that, stuff that's actually hard for your mouth to chew on, it is going to help build up your jawline a lot more. And especially like when you do the bulking and then cutting process. Like when you bulk up, yeah, you're going to be puffing and stuff, but you're eating those hard foods during the whole bulk and everything. And, you know, obviously when you're cutting too. So when you cut down and you actually get lean enough, your jawline is going to look way crazier than you thought it ever could. I can't emphasize that enough. Chewing a bunch of hard foods kind of thing. I believe there was a study done or whatever, something, might have been Charles Darwin or something like that, noticed that the more soft foods people ate, the more their jawlines recessed. So if you make sure you're eating your jawline, if you make sure you're eating or chewing hard foods, then your jawline is going to develop a lot more. And there are a few exercises and everything that you can do for it. The main one is going to be mewing, and I think that's probably the most important one, because all mewing is just proper tongue posture. It's become a meme on all over the internet, just mewing like but it really just is just proper tongue posture, keeping your tongue at the roof of your mouth. That's another thing they notice is like when people don't do that, their jawlines literally recess, like they have weaker jawlines and it kind of like caves in and everything. But if you keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth, it's just like if you swallow your spit real quick, your tongue will naturally be at the roof of your mouth like that. And that's the posture that you want. Not only is it going to prevent you from mouth breathing, but which is going to contribute to a bad jawline, but it's also going to just help you, build your jawline up and keep proper tongue posture, just like how you're supposed to, like how you're made to. Now, there are a bunch of other exercises and stuff all over the internet, but I haven't personally tried them. I've really only tried mewing in terms of exercises. I think that's like the most fundamental thing you can do, because again, it's just proper tongue posture, preventing you from doing mouth breathing and everything like that. It's building your jawline. It's just got so many benefits. It's just, how you're naturally supposed to be. So I think that's one of the fundamental things. If you still struggle with it beyond that, then you can look up the other exercises you want. But I personally haven't needed those. And the last thing I want to talk about is just, basic hygiene. Because a lot of people focus on like their jawline and everything, but they ignore like the proper skin care. They don't take care of their face. They don't wash their face. They don't moisturize or anything like that. But you need to be on top of that. Like, I used to have really bad acne, and I still get some every once in a while. Maybe I have some now, I'm not sure. But, I used to have it really bad, and it wasn't until I actually started taking care of my skin that it started to improve. And again, you do this with a healthy diet and everything like that. That's going to help big time, phenomenally. That's one of the biggest things, right? But you also need to be washing it, moisturizing it, and taking care of your skin at the same time, or else it's going to get flare-ups, it's going to get really dry, have like flaky skin and stuff like that. It's just going to look really bad. Another thing is like your body hair as well. Like you need to be making sure you're trimming that, like trim your beard. Like if your beard grows in all patchy, then you should not have a beard. Like you should just let it go and just shave it. Unless you're trying to grow it out and just see where it is at, then whatever, fine. But you're losing a little bit on attractiveness, to be honest. Like that's undeniable, but that's a sacrifice you have to make, if you want to. But if you can't, then just shave it, go clean shaven and everything. Unless you can grow a beard, because some people really pull off the beard look. But if you can't, and you have a really good jawline, then a clean shave is going to make that jawline pop way more as well. Also like your eyebrows and everything, especially like pluck your fucking unibrow. Like if you have a unibrow, that's like one of the easiest things that you can do, and you can do it like instantly. If you just go plug that thing, you can instantly add to your levels of attractiveness right now if you just do that. But just basically staying on top of your basic hygiene and everything is just going to keep your face just looking absolutely crisp. Making sure you actually take care of your skin, making sure you're actually on top of your shaving and everything, your eyebrows, everything like that, haircut, even though that's kind of part of your face, whatever. But yeah, those are some tips to make you undeniably handsome. And if any of those help, then my course will definitely help too, because it goes more in depth with everything we talked about and more. Comes with a bunch of free bonuses as well. So you can read about it linked in the description below. With that being said, remember, be better than you were yesterday.